The Cow and the Tiger Story. A cow fell into a tiger's trap. The tiger approached, but the cow begged for one last moment to feed her calf. The tiger waited. The cow kept her promise and returned. Moved by her honesty, the tiger let her go. Moral: truth and honor can melt hearts. The Crow and the Pitcher Story. A thirsty crow found a pitcher with little water. He tried to drink but couldn't reach it. Then he dropped pebbles in one by one. The water rose, and he drank happily. Moral: where there is a will, there is a way. The Dog in the Manger Story. A dog lay in a hay manger. When the cows came to eat, he barked and growled. He didn't eat the hay himself, but didn't let the cows eat either. Moral: don't stop others from enjoying what you don't need. The Dolphin and the Monkey Story. A shipwrecked monkey floated on a log. A dolphin saved him. To impress the dolphin, the monkey lied, saying he was prince of the land. The dolphin knew he was lying and left him alone in the sea. Moral: don't pretend to be what you're not. The Crow and the Snake Story. A snake kept eating the crow's chicks. The crow thought, then dropped a necklace into the royal temple near the snake's hole. Guards rushed to retrieve it and killed the snake. The crow saved her nest. Moral: wisdom can defeat danger. The Horse and the Donkey Story. A donkey carrying a heavy load asked a nearby horse for help. The horse refused. Soon the donkey collapsed. The man moved the entire load and the donkey's body onto the horse's back. Moral: helping others early prevents greater burdens later. The Donkey and the Lion Skin Story. A donkey found a lion's skin and wore it. Animals fled in fear. Proud, the donkey brayed loudly, and everyone knew it was a donkey. They laughed and chased him away. Moral: clothes may disguise, but voice reveals truth. The Duckling and the Storm Story. A duckling feared water. One day a storm hit. The duckling, to escape, had to jump into the pond. At first scared, it discovered it could swim and felt joy. The fear was gone. Moral: fear fades when you face it. The Thirsty Crow and the Trick Story. A crow found a pot with very little water. Instead of dropping pebbles, he tipped the pot using a stick, spilling water into a puddle. He drank happily and flew away. Moral: thinking differently can solve old problems. The Rat and the Elephant Story. An elephant mocked a tiny rat. "You're too small to matter." Later, the elephant got caught in a hunter's net. The rat chewed through the ropes and freed him. "Small doesn't mean useless," the rat said. Moral: never underestimate others. The Farmer and his Son Story. A dying farmer called his lazy sons. "Dig my fields," he said. "I buried treasure there." After his death, the sons dug everywhere, but found no gold. However, the land became fertile and fruitful from their hard work. Moral: hard work is the real treasure. The Snake and the Farmer Story. A farmer found a frozen snake and took it home. He warmed it by the fire. When the snake awoke, it bit him. As the farmer lay dying, he said, "I should have known. Kindness to the cruel brings harm." Moral: kindness to the wicked is waste. The Fisherman and the Little Fish Story. A fisherman caught a small fish. The fish said, "Please let me go. I'm too small now, but I'll be bigger soon." The fisherman replied, "A small catch today is better than a big maybe tomorrow," and kept the fish. Moral: be content with what you have. The Elephant and the Friend Story. An elephant tried to make friends in the forest. He approached a monkey, a frog, and a rabbit, but they all said he was too big to play with them. One day, a tiger came to attack the small animals. The elephant charged at the tiger and chased him away. The small animals then realized that size doesn't matter when it comes to kindness. Moral: true friends accept you for who you are. The Fox and the Drum Story. A hungry fox heard a loud sound and found a big drum. Thinking it might contain food, he bit into it, only to find it empty. He walked away, disappointed. Moral: not everything that makes noise has value. The Gnat and the Bull Story. A tiny gnat landed on a bull's horn. After a while it said, "I'm leaving now. I hope I didn't disturb you." The bull replied, "I didn't even notice you were there." Moral: don't think too highly of yourself. The Goat and the Vine Story. A hungry goat ate the leaves of a vine. The vine said, "You harm me today, but soon you'll need me for shade or shelter." Later, the goat was tied under the same bare vine, suffering under the sun. Moral: don't harm those you may need. The fox and the grape story. A hungry fox saw juicy grapes hanging high. He jumped again and again, but couldn't reach them. Tired, he walked away, saying, "They're probably sour anyway." Moral: it's easy to despise what you cannot have. The two goats story. Two goats met in the middle of a narrow bridge. Neither wanted to give way. They locked horns trying to pass, and both fell into the river below. Moral: pride leads to downfall. The owl and the grasshopper story. An owl tried to sleep during the day. A grasshopper chirped nonstop. The owl politely asked him to stop. The grasshopper mocked him. So the owl praised his voice, inviting him closer. As the grasshopper came near, the owl snapped him up. Moral: don't disturb others, or you may regret it. The greedy farmer story. A farmer's crops were poor. He prayed for better rain, more sun, and no pests. Every wish came true, yet the crop failed. An old man said, "You remove the struggles that make roots strong." The farmer understood hardship had its role. Moral: without struggle, growth is weak. The farmer and the golden egg story. A poor farmer had a hen that laid a golden egg every day. He became rich, but greedy. One day he thought there must be a pile of gold inside the hen. He killed it to get it all at once, but there was nothing inside. Now he had no more golden eggs. Moral: greed leads to loss. The greedy monkey story. A monkey saw a jar of nuts with a narrow neck. He grabbed a handful but couldn't pull his hand out. He refused to drop any nuts. A boy came and took the jar. The monkey lost everything. Moral: let go of greed to be free. The hedgehog and the rabbit story. The rabbit mocked the hedgehog's short legs, but during a race through a thorny path, the hedgehog moved unharmed while the rabbit was slowed by scratches. The hedgehog won. Moral: every strength has its moment. The hunter and the pigeon story. A hunter set a net and scattered grains. A flock of pigeons flew down and were trapped. They panicked, but their leader said, "Let's fly together, net and all." United, they lifted the net and escaped. A mouse friend later chewed it open. Moral: unity can overcome even great traps. The king and the spider story. A king lost many battles and hid in a cave. There he watched a spider try and fail many times to spin its web, but never gave up. Inspired, the king returned and won his kingdom back. Moral: persistence leads to success. The kite that flew too high. Story. A kite soared into the sky, proud of its height. "I don't need this string," it thought, and snapped free. But soon it lost control and crashed to the ground. Moral: freedom without control leads to a fall. The ladder and the rope story. Two friends needed to climb a high wall. One had a ladder, the other a rope. Alone, neither could reach the top, but together they tied the rope to the ladder and succeeded. Moral: sharing strengths leads to success. The lark in the field story. A lark heard the farmer say, "I'll ask my neighbors to help harvest." She told her chicks not to worry. Then he said, "I'll ask family." Still no concern. When the farmer said, "I'll do it myself," the lark flew away with her chicks. Moral: rely on yourself to get things done. The lazy cat and the mouse hole story. A cat waited outside a mouse hole all day but never caught anything. A young cat asked why he didn't chase. Too tired, he said. The young cat waited patiently and caught a mouse in minutes. Moral: effort matters more than experience.